what she's doing, but she got a lot in her mind, bro. It's weighing her down real
A million crows flying around. That's pretty spooky, isn't it?
A man in Australia came across a frilled lizard that seemed annoyed and showed its frills in a defensive display. Instead of getting scared, the man decided to casually jog away. Funny enough, the lizard started chasing him lightly. When he finally stopped, the lizard climbed onto him, but didn't attack. In the end, it was just a harmless and slightly amusing encounter with a frilled lizard. A group of friends was enjoying a perfect day at the beach when they noticed something strange sitting on a rock. At first, they thought it was just a person relaxing, but when they zoomed in, they realized the figure had a tail instead of legs. This bizarre discovery left them stunned, making the ocean feel far more mysterious than they ever expected. Someone spotted a strange creature that looked like a mix of land and sea animals. It had gills, fins, blue skin, a snake-like body, and 2 legs connected by a tail, almost like a human-fish hybrid. After days of searching for information, they couldn't find anything about it. This led a colleague to suggest that the government might have taken it, though it could also be nothing more than an elaborate hoax. This hiker had a terrifying moment deep in the woods when he suddenly came face to face with an anaconda curled up in a tree. Luckily, the huge snake didn't move at all, giving the hiker enough time to slowly back away and get out of there safely. A video circulating online shows what appears to be a mermaid resting on a rock at a peaceful beach with long, flowing hair and a shimmering tail moving gently as it faces the sea. Mermaids have been part of folklore for centuries, capturing human imagination with their half-human, half-fish appearance. But whether they truly exist has always remained a mystery. Judging by this particular footage, however, the figure looks more artificial than authentic, making it likely just another fictional portrayal rather than real evidence. Still, the clip continues to spark curiosity and debate about whether such mythical beings could exist. A trail camera filming in broad daylight captured a brief look at a black, humanoid creature moving quickly through the woods, and many believe it resembles the legendary Sasquatch, with its dark fur, large build, and fast, deliberate movement. As if trying to avoid being spotted, the creature stands out immediately. The uploader pointed out that no ape species exists in that region, which makes the sighting even more mysterious. This leaves only 2 possibilities. Either it's an actual Bigfoot encounter or a very convincing hoax. A mom was at the park with her child when she suddenly went through one of the scariest moments any parent could imagine.
There ain't nobody else out here at this park but me and my son. Brought him out here to play. I'm over there on the swing, and I look over here. What the? Y'all. I think it's time for Prince. Come on, baby. We're about to go.
Someone dressed all in black was peeking out from behind a tree, watching her child. The person never moved, just stood there completely still, even as she drove away. It felt like they were waiting for something. Who were they, and what were they planning? A strange incident was captured in a hospital ER when a staff member heard unusual noises coming from an empty room and went to investigate. Inside, they found the ceiling above one of the beds mysteriously opened, moving on its own and making eerie sounds, even though no wind or airflow could explain it. The unsettling scene sparked speculation about whether it could be the spirit of a former patient trying to make its presence known. Since hospitals are places where many lives end and countless night shift workers report unexplained occurrences, this bizarre moment becomes just one more example of the strange things that often happen behind those walls. Two men were exploring an old uranium mine in Uzbekistan. They kept going deeper until they reached a massive pit that looked bottomless. They leaned in to get a better look, when suddenly, something unexpected happened.
Ебать, пацаны. Ебать.
A loud, metallic bang rang out, followed by a sharp, eerie screech from the darkness. The men froze for a second, then bolted, leaving everything behind. Some people later said it might have been air pressure or metal shifting, while others are convinced something still lives deep inside that mine, something paranormal or not quite natural. A man riding in a boat came across a strange piece of dried tissue floating on the water. It looked yellowish with a reddish stain, possibly blood. No one could identify what animal it came from. Maybe an alligator, maybe something else entirely. The real mystery is why this creature seemed to be flayed and left drifting in the river. It's a question that will likely never be answered. A hiker recorded a strange and unsettling sound echoing through the woods, a deep, grunt-like growl that seemed powerful enough to vibrate the surrounding forest. Believing it might be linked to Bigfoot, the uploader shared the audio, noting how unusual and unlike typical wildlife it sounded. The recording has sparked debate. Some think it could indeed be a form of communication from the elusive creature, while others suspect it may belong to an unknown animal species. Of course, there's also the possibility that the noise was created by someone intentionally trying to produce a mysterious effect. With no clear explanation, the origin of the eerie forest growl remains uncertain. In a dark forest, a person went out to explore at night and unexpectedly came across a terrifying figure. The pale, distorted creature looked very similar to the legendary Wraith, a being often described in horror stories. The explorer unknowingly recorded the creature as it continued whatever eerie ritual it was performing. The disturbing sight raises the question of whether such frightening beings still hold the same fearsome presence, even when caught clearly on camera under the moonlight. The video shows a strange creature with a white upper body and a black lower body suddenly appearing in a hallway. It moves in an odd, fast way, climbs the walls, and jumps through an opening in the ceiling before disappearing. In the end, it's revealed that the whole thing is CGI made by an artist. This guy was out late at night when he suddenly started hearing some really unsettling noises. The creepy scream echoed through the night, leaving people wondering if it was someone calling for help or something even darker. He tried looking for where it came from, but couldn't find anything. The clip just made everything feel even more unnerving, and although people have tossed around all kinds of theories, no one has ever figured out what the sound really was. A woman hiking in California began to feel as if she were being watched, and when she looked around, she spotted something unsettling perched on a tree. From a distance, a creature, still and primal-looking, peeked out, revealing just its head and shoulders. The brief sighting convinced her it might be a Bigfoot, and the eerie moment sparked countless questions. Was it a forest guardian, a mythical creature observing her, or simply a trick of shadows and leaves creating an illusion? Hunting isn't a job for everyone. It's risky, unpredictable, and hunters often witness things they can't easily explain. This video is one of those strange encounters, luckily caught on camera. The hunter was concealed inside a camouflage blind, just 20 feet away from the creature in the footage. Despite the setup being designed to hide him, the creature seemed unusually alert and aware, carefully examining the blind. Covered in thick fur, it might look like a bear or an ape at first glance, but a closer look shows features and movements that appear almost human. When the clip surfaced online, the paranormal community quickly labeled it as Bigfoot, calling it one of the clearest and closest videos ever seen. Whether it's truly authentic remains uncertain, but many believe it could be the real deal. In a foggy forest, someone captured eerie footage of a large, winged silhouette partially hidden by thick mist, leaving viewers guessing about what it could be. While the fuzzy outline suggests a massive creature, its shape doesn't match any familiar bird, and opinions online are split. Some say it's just an unusually large bird blurred by fog, while others wonder if it might be something far more mythical, like a dragon. With so little detail visible, the true identity of the mysterious winged figure remains a complete mystery. A strange image shows a hand with a middle finger that is much larger and thicker than the rest, creating an obvious and unusual imbalance. This odd feature raises questions about what could be causing it, whether it's a medical issue like abnormal bone growth, a birth defect, or something far stranger. Some even speculate about an otherworldly explanation, jokingly suggesting it could belong to an alien, unless the whole thing is staged or edited. The footage captures a massive alligator gliding effortlessly through the swamps of southwestern Florida, its size and ancient appearance instantly evoking images of prehistoric dinosaurs. Its glowing eyes create an eerie, almost supernatural effect at first glance, though the light is simply caused by the tapetum lucidum, a layer that helps it see in the dark. Weighing nearly 1,000 pounds and capable of moving quickly on land, despite tiring fast, this alligator remains a powerful carnivore that dominates both water and shoreline. Majestic but dangerous, it's a creature that demands distance, because getting too close could turn a breathtaking encounter into a deadly one. After a heavy snowstorm, a dedicated group of Bigfoot researchers made an astonishing discovery: a trail of massive footprints pressed deep into the snow, each one 2 to 3 times larger than an ordinary human foot. As they moved along the path, studying the impressions more closely, they noticed that the sizes weren't uniform. Some prints were enormous, while others were noticeably smaller, suggesting that the tracks might not belong to a lone creature, but possibly to an entire family of the elusive beings they had long been searching for.
Yeah, I mean, the foot is melted away to make it look bigger. But look at
see,
the top of these right here.
Yeah.
Here, 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 and then it was the whole hill.
And let me ask you something.
Here, whole hill.
If you're looking down at these, do you know something different about this grouping?
There's a small one and
There's
a
a
big
small one and a big one.
Some footprints were much smaller, suggesting a younger one might have been walking next to a bigger one. The forest is full of mysteries, and this discovery is one of them. Someone found a strange-looking creature deep in the woods. It had pink flesh, a rounded top, and what looked like small limbs, but it didn't match any known animal or body part. They posted the picture online, and people guessed everything from an alien to a fetus, but none of the theories truly fit. To this day, no one knows what it really was or how it ended up there. A family was walking in the woods when the child suddenly stared at something strange. When they looked in that direction, they saw a creepy, cloth-wrapped humanoid figure standing among the trees, almost like a mummy. It wasn't Halloween, and nothing explained why it was there. They left safely, but the encounter left them shaken. A playful cat was caught red-handed messing with the water tap, freezing in place the moment its owner spotted it. With water pouring all over its body, the guilt was written all over its face as it slowly shifted its head, almost as if debating whether to run or pretend nothing happened. The cat's stillness and wide-eyed expression make the moment both hilarious and adorable, a perfect example of classic pet mischief. A group of Bigfoot hunters went into the woods at night looking for the creature, but instead they were shocked when they saw something they believed was a fairy.
Tell you what, down in there would be cool.
That's what I'm thinking. We'd have to take one time, be careful.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, we need to get out in the house. It's a little different.
The hunter saw a small glowing creature moving behind the trees. It was bigger than a firefly, but still very small. The experienced Bigfoot hunters said they'd seen these glowing creatures many times and believed they were fairies. Some people disagreed, saying it might just be a rodent or that the hunters were seeing what they wanted to see. During a road trip, someone filmed a beautiful sunset only to discover something unexpected in the footage. Two suns appeared in the sky instead of one. One looked like the normal orange sun, while the other appeared as a white orb surrounded by an orange glow. The strange sight sparked curiosities and debate, with some viewers suggesting it might simply be a reflection visible because power lines passed through the second orb, while others speculated wildly about things like Planet X drawing closer. Whatever the explanation, the double sun moment definitely left people wondering what they were really seeing. A video shows an unidentified small creature resting in someone's hand, and its unusual appearance has raised several concerns. Although it has some bird-like traits, the structure around its beak is especially puzzling. Black and white dotted markings that resemble tiny teeth, something no hatchling should naturally possess. The uploader claimed it was a gold-wattled bat, but its physical features do not match the known characteristics of that species, suggesting this identification is incorrect. Its strange form has led to speculation ranging from a genetic abnormality to the possibility of an undiscovered species. With so many inconsistencies and no verified explanation, the true nature of the creature remains completely unknown. A hiker visiting the Grand Canyon ended up seeing something that was both amazing and a little scary.
It's a centipede. Yeah. That's a good-sized bat, too. Look at it.
A huge centipede was pulling a full-sized bat across the rocks. The hiker said the bat was pretty big, which means the centipede had to be massive, truly unsettling. A surge in recent reports of UFOs and strange creatures has made it harder to dismiss unusual sightings, and one such moment came from a surveillance camera positioned at someone's front door. The footage shows a bright object streaking across the night sky, something that doesn't resemble a bird or any typical airborne shape. A nearby resident later confirmed seeing the same mysterious object while out for a walk. With no clear explanation and no familiar pattern to match, the unusual sight leaves people wondering whether it was a UFO or something else entirely. In 2008 at Montauk, Long Island, a strange creature washed up on the beach. It had a beak-like face, a hairless body, and looked about the size of a dog. People who saw it back then thought it was real, and the photo even made it into newspapers. But looking at it today, many believe it was fake and possibly posted for attention. A woman was simply doing her dishes when the kitchen suddenly erupted with activity. The cupboard doors burst open, and the bowl she was using slid unexpectedly across the sink, leaving her stunned with no time to react. She wasn't hurt, but the sudden movement of objects raises the possibility of something more unsettling, like a poltergeist, a type of spirit known for causing physical disturbances such as tossing items, making loud noises, or even igniting fires. While some ghosts are believed to be harmless, others are said to grow aggressive due to unresolved experiences in life, making people wonder whether this incident was a true poltergeist moment or just a situation being interpreted supernaturally. A couple exploring the woods caught a strange creature and immediately noticed it didn't look like any local animal. Even the neighborhood dogs didn't match it. Because they believed in the paranormal, they thought it might be a chupacabra, a small, hairless dog-like creature described in legends. The animal did look similar, but it seemed smaller than the usual descriptions, and it was eating powdered feed, not drinking blood, so they were left unsure what it actually was. Someone spotted a strange creature hiding in the woods. It was hard to see at first, but its glowing eyes gave it away. Even though part of its face was visible, the rest of its body stayed hidden in the bushes. No one could tell if it was just a wild animal or something far more unusual and possibly alien. The video starts off looking completely normal until a black figure suddenly appears in the background, causing the camera to shake so much that the figure can only be seen in quick, unclear glimpses. This raises the question of whether the shaky footage is the result of the cameraman being genuinely scared, or if it was done on purpose to hide the truth and make the clip look more mysterious. A trail cam recorded 2 deer eating. One deer kept acting nervously and looking around. Then a transparent-looking shape moved across the screen at the same moment the deer turned. Viewers wondered if it was something paranormal or just edited footage, but no clear explanation exists. People were relaxing on the beach when small white objects suddenly started popping out of the sand. Within seconds, there were hundreds of them covering the beach. No one knew what they were, leaving people confused about whether they were some kind of marine creatures or something else entirely. A mysterious piece of footage shows an unidentified creature swimming in the ocean, and even the person who filmed it couldn't determine what it was. The uploader suggested two possibilities, a hippo or a mermaid, though the hippo theory makes little sense since hippos don't inhabit or swim in the open ocean. With no clear features visible and only the creature's movement in the water to go by, viewers are left to guess what it might be, sparking debate over whether it's an unknown sea animal or something far more mythical. A pet was walking around the house when something unusual appeared on the footage. A transparent, shadow-like figure moved through the room near the stairs. The person who recorded it said the clip scared her, and she was still shaken by it. A family was in the woods when they noticed a strange creature walking through the trees. It had dark fur and moved upright on two legs, completely unaware of them. At first, the family was terrified, but then they realized the creature looked exactly like what people describe as Bigfoot. They posted the footage online, which immediately sparked debate. Some viewers believed it was real, while others were doubtful. One calm evening in Mexico, people noticed a glowing orb rising into the sky.
Ahí va. Vamos a ver. Viene arriba de nosotros.
As it moved upward, it first became bigger and brighter, almost as if the distance made it shine more. When it got higher, it started getting smaller, and its brightness faded, which seemed normal. But then something unexpected happened. Instead of disappearing, the orb suddenly grew larger again. No one knows what the object was or why it behaved like that, making the whole event even more mysterious. While a camera moves through a dense forest, it captures a mysterious figure dressed entirely in black, leaving a clear trail through the undergrowth. The person holds a long, thin object in their right hand that looks very much like a knife, and their face is hidden by shadows, making their identity impossible to determine. The figure walks with deliberate purpose, raising questions about whether they're a hunter, someone with dangerous intentions, or something far stranger. With the eerie setting and the unclear details, viewers are left to wonder if this is simply a person in the woods or a legendary creature like Bigfoot, leaving the true nature of the haunting figure completely uncertain. The footage shows a wide, grassy landscape. In the darker part of the scene, two bright red lights appear, looking like large glowing eyes. Many viewers initially thought it might be a Bigfoot sighting, but when you look closely, a small animal can be seen calmly moving to the right. If a huge creature with glowing eyes were really there, that small animal wouldn't be strolling around. Because of this, the glowing eyes are likely fake, so possibly CGI, AI, or some kind of visual editing done for attention. A trail camera captured a strangely enchanting moment in a moss-covered forest, where towering trees and thick grass create a scene that already feels otherworldly. But the real mystery comes from a single tree at the center of the footage, a tree that appears to open and close on its own, revealing a carved, detailed intersection as if it were moving or even breathing. The sight looks magical and unreal, like something out of a fantasy story, leaving viewers questioning whether this is a natural phenomenon, an illusion, or something truly unexplained. A trail camera caught a bear near some containers. At first, it looked like the bear was attacking the camera, but it wasn't. The bear was actually rummaging through the containers, likely searching for food because of the scent. Something suddenly startled it, causing the bear to stop and quickly run off. In areas where bears live, people use bear boxes, which are metal containers designed to store food and prevent bears from getting into them, reducing the chance of human-bear conflict. The footage shows a pack of wolves moving normally until the lead wolf suddenly stops and senses danger. She looks directly toward the trail camera, and the uploader believes she noticed the unfamiliar object and didn't trust it. She quickly signals the rest of the pack to scatter and leave. All of them run except one curious wolf that returns briefly to check if there's actually any threat. The clip raises the question of how the lead wolf detected the camera, whether it was the scent or something about how trail cams operate. A man stuck in traffic noticed something unusual while watching the driver in the convertible ahead of him. In the side mirror, the man's reflection was moving differently from how he actually looked. The reflection didn't match his real-time actions at all. This odd moment made people wonder if it was a glitch, an illusion, or something else entirely. Exploring the outdoors can sometimes reveal things you never expect. While camping, a man accidentally filmed something unsettling behind him. In the trees, a pale, almost transparent figure moved quickly past the camera. When the clip was reviewed, there were no signs of editing or fakery, making the strange sight even more mysterious. A man checked his trail cam the next morning, expecting wildlife, but instead the footage showed people. 2 men walked into the woods, then a third joined them. They moved seriously and carried flash lamps, looking like they were searching for something. Minutes later, they returned, dragging a younger man. At first, it looked like a possible kidnapping, but it wasn't. The younger man had gotten drunk, wandered into the woods, and got lost. The 3 men had gone in to find him, rescued him, and brought him back, all captured on the trail cam. A man went into the forest to film wildlife and wore a full camouflage suit to stay hidden. While he was up in a tree, a curious bear climbed the same tree without realizing someone was there. The bear came dangerously close, making the situation extremely tense. Fortunately, because of the camouflage, the bear never noticed him and eventually climbed back down. The man narrowly avoided a potentially deadly encounter. Tourists in Scotland were exploring an abandoned house in a remote part of an estate. While recording the eerie building, they suddenly noticed movement inside. They zoomed in on a window and saw someone, or something, looking out. The figure had extremely pale skin, dark patches around its eyes, and possibly a horn, though it was hard to tell because it quickly pulled back after being seen. Instead of running away, the tourists ran toward the house, trying to figure out what they had just witnessed. A nighttime photo of the woods seems normal at first, but a second look shows something strange on the left side of the image, a translucent figure moving among the trees. The image quality is poor, and zooming in only makes it blurrier, making it hard to identify what the figure might be. Because the picture is so unclear, people are unsure whether it shows something real or if it's just a hoax. A trail camera captured a mysterious figure that left many people puzzled. The image is slightly blurry because the creature was moving, but its features are still noticeable. It has a gorilla-like face, stands upright like a human, and is covered in dark fur, traits often linked to Bigfoot. For years, Bigfoot has been treated as a myth. Yet sightings like this raise questions about whether the creature might truly exist, or if something entirely different is lurking in the woods. A photo shows a bluish glowing orb hiding behind a tree with a cornfield in the background. The picture was taken by someone's dad, and it doesn't look like normal lens glare or a camera reflection. The orb appears to be positioned behind the tree, almost like it's intentionally hiding. Because of that, people are unsure whether it's something natural, something unusual, or something that just looks strange because of how it was captured. A trail camera captured an image of a humanoid figure with what looks like a rabbit's head. Some people thought it resembled a wolf or a fox, but others insisted the head looked like a rabbit. At first, the team hoped the photo was genuine, but the more they examined it, the clearer it became that it was just a person wearing a costume. It's unknown whether the person intentionally tried to trick the trail cam owner or was caught on camera by accident. On a cloudy day, a person recorded something unusual falling from the sky. The footage shows a figure dropping downward and passing behind a tall building. Some viewers wondered if it was something on the camera lens, but the movement clearly doesn't match that. It appears more like a craft or unidentified object descending from the sky. The sighting added to many other reports of strange objects seen overhead. The footage shows a strange creature that looks like a seed germinating, but the unusual part is its shape. It appears to have a large head, a small face, and a small body with tiny arms and legs. Some people on the team think it resembles an extraterrestrial because of its unusual appearance. No one is sure what it really is. A man was getting his car washed and casually recording the process from inside his vehicle. Everything seemed normal until he later reviewed the footage. In the corner of the video, an eerie, pale figure dressed in a white robe appeared to be standing near the car. Some people believe it was just a camera glitch, while others think it might have been a real ghostly presence. The strange sighting during a routine car wash left many viewers divided and unsettled. A home security camera captured a strange, eerie creature repeatedly stepping into view near the front entrance before retreating into the darkness. The being had a head shaped like a light bulb, glowing red eyes, and used two strong arms at its sides to keep its balance as it moved. Its behavior was unsettling. No one could tell whether it was frightened or intentionally stalking its next target. The bizarre appearance sparked theories ranging from a possessed doll to an attached spirit, and even the possibility of a rake, though others believe the entire thing is staged. The true nature of the creature remains a mystery. Someone recorded a strange creature inside a dimly lit room. It had a huge head and large dark eyes, matching the classic description of an alien. People were curious whether it could truly be an extraterrestrial, but many remained doubtful because digital editing can make anything look real today. No one knows if the footage shows a real being or just a convincing hoax. When a man reviewed the footage from his trail cam, he noticed something he couldn't clearly identify. At first, it almost looked like a fairy, though he assumed there had to be a normal explanation. He posted it on Reddit, and most people said it really did look like a fairy. Others argued it was probably just an owl flying off with its prey, maybe a rabbit, which sounds pretty believable. What's the take? Late at night in eastern Oregon, a man walking home suddenly hears a strange, unsettling chorus of laughter echoing from deep within the woods.
Listen, that'd be crazy. Hold on.
The sound continues for nearly 20 minutes, growing closer each time, something between a hyena's cackle and a distorted dog-like noise. Locals have thrown around wild theories, from Bigfoot communication to eerie shapeshifter folklore, but no one has been able to explain what creature or person could produce such bizarre, escalating laughter in the darkness. While surfing far out on the ocean, a surfer spotted several strange shapes drifting beneath the surface. At first glance, they looked like nothing more than scattered debris floating in the water, but their unusual patterns and movement raised questions. Some observers believe they could actually be South American sea nettles, a type of jellyfish known for their bell-shaped bodies and long, trailing tentacles capable of stinging. Yet others insist the shapes didn't behave like typical jellyfish at all, leaving the mystery open. Were these jellyfish, drifting debris, or something entirely different moving quietly beneath the waves? A strange piece of footage shows a tree at the center of the frame, and behind it, a dark, shadowy figure briefly moves into view. The creature doesn't resemble anything familiar, and even after checking through various records of cryptids and paranormal beings, there's nothing that matches its appearance. Some viewers, including the family who filmed it, believe it might be a Bigfoot, but to others, the shape and movement don't fit that description, with no clear match and no solid explanation. This may be the first time such a mysterious, shadow-like creature has ever been caught on camera. A drone operator flying over a snow-covered forest after a major storm accidentally captured a dramatic and terrifying scene below. A man running for his life with a massive bear charging right behind him. As the drone moved closer, the bear momentarily paused to look up at the buzzing device before continuing its pursuit. The footage doesn't reveal what happened afterward, leaving viewers unsure whether the man managed to escape, though everyone hopes he found safety before the bear could reach him. A strange animal was spotted wandering on someone's property. At first, it looked like a black cat or a mouse with a nearly hairless tail. But when it turned toward the camera, it appeared to have 3 eyes. People online debated what it could be. Some thought it was a demonic or spiritual creature. Others believed it was just a deformed cat. And some suggested the 3rd eye might only be a patch of white fur that looked like an eye. No one knows for sure what the creature really was. A passenger filming from an airplane window captured video of several glowing white orbs drifting through the sky. Sparking excitement online from people who believed it might be a genuine UFO encounter. However, closer inspection suggests the orbs may not be in the sky at all. They move perfectly in sync with the camera, which strongly indicates their reflections on the window rather than actual objects outside. Whether it's an authentic sighting or simply light bouncing off the plane's surface remains a point of debate. Late at night, a woman heard weird noises behind her house. Assuming it was an animal, she grabbed her phone and followed the sound to an old well. That's where she saw something that didn't look human at all. She panicked and ran back home without looking back. Staged or not, the footage is seriously creepy. This man was taking a walk in nature when he accidentally wandered into a giant spider colony. Strangely, he stayed completely calm, almost like it wasn't his first time dealing with something like this. Just thinking about all those tiny spiders crawling around is enough to make most people tense up, but he didn't flinch at all. A piece of footage shows a dark figure moving between the trees, and as soon as it seems to notice it's being filmed, it quickly tries to hide behind the trunks while continuing to watch the people recording. The figure appears to be covered in fur and walks with a human-like gait, leading the uploader and many viewers to believe it could be a Bigfoot. With its size, movement, and appearance matching common descriptions of the creature, the clip has sparked debate over whether this is genuine evidence of the elusive cryptid or simply a well-planned hoax. A clip surfaced online showing a woman standing upside down on the side of a building, looking like she's defying gravity. Take a look.
Weaking right now, real talk. I don't know what she's doing, but she got a lot in her mind, bro. It's weighing her down, real talk. God damn.
The clip shocked viewers, but a closer look shows the woman standing upside down on the building was created through digital editing, not real physics. The clip comes from Rambling On, an Irish wild camping channel run by Jason. He films solo camping trips, long hikes, and different adventures across Ireland's countryside, often dealing with rough weather while showing both the beauty and the struggles of remote spots. His videos have a relaxed, reflective style, mixing practical camping with the unpredictable nature of the outdoors. This particular trip takes place on July 22nd, 2024, in the mountains of Southern Ireland.
Bag of layers, it weighs about 4 kilos, I'd say. Got some extra clothes in there in case I got really wet on the hike up, because the weather looked atrocious from the forecast. I don't think it's as bad yet as what they were saying it was going to be, but I'm right down the south of Ireland. The rest of Ireland has been absolutely battered from what I heard on the news. So I ran out of dry bags and I wanted to keep that handy because it's my little wool jumper and it looks like it's dry, so I had it just in the front of the bag, just in that pocket, so that's good to know. I think I'll get the rest of the tent guide out and then we'll go down and get some water and get the kettle on. A cup of tea wouldn't go astray now. I was getting carried away thinking too much about the tea. Completely forgot that I wanted to put an extra layer on. It's getting too excited there. This little wool jumper is from Marks and Spencer's, but I actually bought that in a charity shop. I think it was probably the most expensive wool jumper I've bought from the charity shops. It's about 20 quid. I don't think it was worth that compared to the other ones I got for a $5 and a $10. Well, it's a nice one, you know, it's nice and light. It's good for hiking. Doesn't hold on to the stink, you know. It's antimicrobial, so yeah, really liking the wool jumpers for regulating the body heat. Whew. As you can see, the wind is hitting the back of the tent, which is not ideal. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit and the rain is definitely getting heavier. So I think things are just...
As the rain starts coming down harder, Jason goes through his gear and bundles up against the cold. He jokes about buying wool jumpers secondhand and how great they are for keeping warm in the mountains. The wind gets stronger and pushes against the back of his tent, and he fixes a mistake he made with the poles, reminding himself to stay calm. The weather keeps getting rough, but he keeps setting up his camp for the night. Then, just as he finally settles in, the quiet of the hillside suddenly breaks.
I was hearing some funky noises up top. I thought it was like a stag calling or something like that, but I don't know. It was a stag calling or something mad. I don't know. I couldn't put my finger on it, you know. You know them sounds you hear, you just can't, your brain can't process it. I can hear that noise again. I don't know if it's fox cubs or birds or what it is. Maybe it's a bird. Or that sounded like an eagle. So, and the noise has just stopped. Like the mother, whatever it is, just told them to wished. There's a man coming with a camera.
The cries ring out again across the mountainside, this time louder, stranger, and clearly intentional. Jason listens closely, and his mood shifts from just curious to genuinely worried as he tries to figure out what he's hearing.
Some audio of it, so if you do know what it is, let me know, because I would absolutely love to know.
The calls sound out again, and Jason thinks he finally caught them on camera. He admits he has no idea what they are, and even asks viewers for help figuring it out. The creepiest part is how suddenly the sounds stop, almost like whatever was making them realized he was there. The noises never return, so Jason just goes on with his night. He cooks, has some tea, and later spends almost 2 hours outside taking in the view before turning in. By morning, he wakes up to cold winds, but no more strange activity, leaving the whole thing a mystery. The creepy footage comes from Steve Wallace, a Canadian YouTuber known for his channel Camping with Steve, where he does stealth camping, low-budget camping, and survival trips in unusual spots like small forests near neighborhoods, industrial areas, and roadside patches. On December 23rd, 2021, he went out to film a Christmas-themed stealth camp in a bit of forest hidden behind some suburban houses. It was freezing, he didn't have much cover, and he planned to sleep under camouflage netting, but once it got dark, someone walking by noticed movement.
Okay, so at least I'm not directly on the snow, and that's half the battle. I got a little bit of light from my phone here going so that you can see me, and I'm not too worried about it right now, because when people have their lights full blast in the house and it's dark outside, they can't see much. What I'd really have to worry about is later at night, when they're laying in bed and see some flashlight in the woods behind their house, and that would be a bad thing. So got to get my sleeping bags lofting up, because that is half the battle. If you just pull them out of that bag, you ain't going to be warm. These things need time to rise to the occasion. This one is so thin it doesn't even have a temperature rating on it, so that's what I'll use inside the other one. It's yeah, no rating on it. And the other one here, I had good luck with that. This one was the inner liner on the last video. Oh, get a little more light on this one right here. And this one claims to be -7 Celsius or 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's in the ballpark of the temperatures I'm expecting for this evening. Obviously, with no shelter, I'm really hoping it doesn't snow tonight. The forecast said it shouldn't, and when have they been wrong, am I right? I'm just heading out a little further to see how obvious this quote-unquote structure is from a little further away. A little obvious. So, that.
Steve heads into the woods behind a neighborhood with winter camo, sleeping bags, and a cot. He sets up a hidden camp just off the walking path. A few people walk by, but his setup is hard to spot in the dark. Feeling pretty sure he won't be noticed, Steve starts getting ready for the night and even thinks about ordering a Christmas meal to his location.
Flashlight. I think he called the cops. Packing up. Blood pumping.
A man who had walked by earlier returns, now carrying a flashlight. Steve quickly realizes things just got serious. The man has called the police. Flashlights start sweeping through the trees, and voices echo in the dark. Steve rushes to take down his setup as the search gets closer, and the tension ramps up.
Okay. I don't see him, but I'm getting him here. Somebody walked down the trail. Somebody was following them another 20 feet back, and they stopped. And then I shut up for a second, and then, 10 minutes later they're back down the trail with flashlight. And this is a residential area. People obviously have a right to be concerned that someone's out in the woods for no reason on a cold night behind their house. And up. Big problem. Thank you. Got the ride coming. Oh man. In the cold. I need the dexterity to untie these knots, so gloves are not an option.
Steve starts tearing down his camp as fast as he can, yanking off the camouflage and stuffing his sleeping bags into his pack. It's freezing. The knots won't loosen, and the straps on his backpack even snap while he's trying to fix everything. As he struggles, two people walk down the trail, one following the other. Then they come back with more flashlights, clearly searching for him. Soon, headlights show up in the distance. Steve has no idea if it's the police or a friend coming to pick him up, but with no time to figure it out, he grabs his gear and gets out of there. The video is from Ghosty, a paranormal channel that focuses on raw first-person ghost hunting footage. The team uses spirit boxes, EVP sessions, and night vision gear to capture anything they come across in abandoned and supposedly haunted places. This clip was recorded on August 18th, 2025 at an abandoned farmhouse in rural America, a rundown property connected to a dark past involving missing children.
in the back. It's just because it goes like it makes like a U-E. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Should we go?
Yeah, that's true. Might as well.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here. You guys are gonna go for an adventure tonight. Because the stories that happen here, it's crazy and dangerous. And I just hope nobody pops up over here. Yo, smash that like button, subscribe, like and share. Because the stuff that we do is dangerous as well too. Like you guys have seen our Nautica videos, you guys seen our investigations. What's that? What the? You want to drive with it to see?
I don't know where I'm going now, but
Nah, I think that's it. I mean, I don't know where this thing leads us to. I think that's the house right there too. This one here.
just park right here.
Yeah, just in case. Alright, so we're gonna get ready right now. We're gonna park the car and I'm gonna show you around. And we're gonna do a 100% investigation here. Because this right here is crazy. So we're literally walking right now. It's gonna be pitch black. But right, and I'm shaking right now. Yo, it is freezing out here. But I don't know if you guys can see. I did not bring my sorry, I'm shaking right now. I did not bring my flashlight. But literally there's one here, there's one there, and then where we go right now. This is the house right here. I'm kinda nervous and scared at the same time. I know we've been to a lot of locations, but here we don't know what could happen here. It's the first time coming over here. So we don't know there's people here.
The team walks into the farmhouse and instantly notices how cold and heavy the place feels. The floors creak under their feet, and old furniture is still scattered around, untouched for years. As they head toward the main living room and the staircase, they get their equipment ready, feeling uneasy about the tense atmosphere inside the house.
The craziness, so who knows what's gonna happen through here. Yo, look at that. Sorry guys, I'm shaky right now because I'm super cold. What happened? What happened? There's like somebody walking. What happened? You heard something? The light?
I think it's an animal or something.
Oh.
Just something like running through here.
A misty shape floats past the staircase, and the team freezes. They hear footsteps outside, and then 2 clear knocks from the living room. It's obvious right away that whatever is in the house isn't hiding.
Like literally right behind the stairs, right here, that door.
Did you
Oh my
catch
god,
that?
please, hopefully I did.
Did you catch that?
Yes. I was literally looking at the camera. Oh hell no. You have any weapon with it?
No. Oh, all my stuff is down there. Like the tent. And my backpack.
I literally just put my PSP 7, my KTV downstairs too.
Hello?
Footsteps. I don't know if they're coming from here or downstairs. Are you downstairs or upstairs? Can you walk again? Yeah, there's nothing, but there was something else in there. You see that black thing, that board? Yo, what the f going on? I'm sorry, person.
Yeah. Look at this right here, bro. Look at what it says on the notebook.
During the spirit box session, they ask about the children linked to the house, and answers start coming fast. Jenny, Mama, and 2 followed by a warning, "Stay out." Moments after that, they notice Jenny P. scratched into the wall, which lines up disturbingly well with the responses they just heard.
Oh my god, dude.
I literally just saw eyes.
Dude, I saw like, oh. Look. Something went behind there. Hello?
Dude, this is the same area where that glass is thrown
Yeah.
before.
Let me see something. Dude, I don't know. Because this is the basement downstairs. Look, something probably would have went down there. And we haven't checked the basement yet. Because I literally saw something.
Go in the basement.
Yeah.
Is that the only way down there?
I think so, yeah.
That was like a crawl space.
Yeah.
I think there's another way. Oh wait. What the hell? There's literally a... What?
Look, a door. Oh, door to this. Probably to this door right here.
No, but this goes to this room. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But there's nothing. No, there's another way to get down there. There has to be.
There's one right there. Right next to where the room was at.
Huh?
To the left.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Hello, we're gonna go downstairs. Let me grab this real quick.
That was crazy. I saw two eyes just like staring back. What the hell is...
They see glowing eyes peeking from a doorway. Soon after, footsteps and shuffling come from the basement, and tapping sounds start getting louder. The house suddenly feels threatening. The team chooses not to stay overnight. Things are too intense and unpredictable. They leave the place visibly shaken. The footage is from Hell on Earth, a UK exploration channel known for visiting remote, abandoned, and often unsettling locations. The events take place on October 1st, 2019, in Wales, United Kingdom.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. We've been walking in these woods for about 3 hours, maybe 3.5, and yes, we're going to another abandoned place. I actually don't know whereabouts we're going here. Just keep following the path, right?
Do you say bath or bath?
I say water bucket. Jesus Christ.
Ah!
Oh Jesus.
Jesus, it's like we're gonna get lost in here. What path? I've kind of lost the path.
We've lost the path.
Whoa.
No, this is still the path. Oh, ah. I think I didn't get that phone at me.
It was just swearing. Right, I'm definitely lost now.
Another hour and a half has gone by, and I think we're lost. We went off the track. The track just disappeared. Oh.
They've been trekking for over 3 hours, deep inside the Welsh forest. The ground is covered in fallen leaves, and thick brush makes the trail hard to follow. Before long, they realize they're completely lost. The woods feel unusually still and heavy, and every crack of a twig or rustle in the plants seems unnaturally loud. With no clear idea of where to go next, they pause to figure out their bearings. The isolation starts to weigh on them, and the atmosphere grows tense as they push deeper into unfamiliar territory.
We seem to be going around it. Oh yeah, that's a definite path, isn't it? I can see brick. I don't think that's it.
I reckon that's snow. It's
It's
snowing.
too heavy to be snow.
It's snow. It's falling. Let's have a look. It's white.
It's hailing. Why is it hailing? It was sunny a minute ago.
Oh, no one fall here.
Hang on a minute, Al. What's your plan here?
No idea. This has definitely got to be something.
It's something, but it's not it.
Of course it is.
Well, can you see bigger bits?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it might be the start.
The star? Is this big?
Yeah, pretty big. It's hailstoning now.
Welcome to hell. I feel bad for Lloydie. You haven't got a hood? When did he ever have a hood? Do you want to borrow my hat?
I still think we should have kept going down there, you know.
I don't think we should. It's there, Lloydie.
I know, but I think that's what was the road to the main building.
Make a call.
I hope people appreciate. Where?
I've got on that bottom one.
Alright, you got bottom one, we'll go on top one. Ah!
You punch like a millipede.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Just one of those things that sprung,
Welcome to walking in the woods with Hello.
In the woods.
Aha. See, now we're on the path that Norton was on. I think he's behind us now. Why are you there?
Oh, let's get inside and get a bit of shelter. Let's get a bit of shelter inside, Lloydie.
Ah! That's just mud. Oh, right, it was a joke. It was a joke.
They break through the tree line and find the crumbling remains of an old estate. A tree has grown straight up through the center of it. The walls are split and leaning, and the stables are partly collapsed, wrapped in moss and roots. As they walk inside, they weave around large fireplaces, fallen chimney pieces, and staircases that lead nowhere. The deep silence in the ruin amplifies each step, making the exploration feel uneasy, despite how impressive the structure looks.
It is quite a good picture. I mean, look at it.
I'm looking and I'm liking.
I still don't think this is the main bit.
Oh my god. Can we call this abandoned castle everything left?
If this is how it was when it was built, then yeah.
What the hell is that?
End probably. Oh, that is a
Answers in the comments.
fence. That's a fence. That's like where you'd put horses in here, isn't it? It's a little bit stables.
You what? Oh, it's not be too loud. There's neighbours.
Neighbours. Everybody loves good neighbours.
When good
Neighbours become good friends.
God bless. Are you singing?
You don't know the Neighbours theme tune?
What is Neighbours?
You don't know what Neighbours is? Have you heard of Home and Away?
No.
Oh god.
Is that Home and Away? No.
Closer each day, home and away.
I found it.
You found it?
I found it.
There she blows!
Wow. If you're just joining us, which is probably highly undoubtful considering that this is a YouTube video, maybe someone's walked in, maybe if you're that guy who's walked in. We've been here before.
Wow, it's huge!
They continue on through old kitchens and damaged hallways, stepping over moss-covered stone and vegetation that has crept into every room. The size of the estate hints at a long-lost past, but the complete absence of sound or motion makes the place feel eerily motionless.
There's actually like something. It's just. Fuck's sake. I'm torn. I'm on the edge, literally. I'm on the edge of glory. I'm coming. What is that? We've stumbled across a bear trap. A bear trap? Let's just carry on. Let's carry on, we've got to get
Deeper in the woods, they notice a bear trap concealed under a layer of leaves. The find changes the mood immediately. A single wrong step could have ended everything. From that point on, they move with far more caution, treating every patch of ground as a potential danger.
It's damp, it's cold, and we're all going to die. After walking miles and miles in this dense forest, we discovered Bigfoot and this tomb that Al's going to bring.
Pushing back through the dense vegetation, they stay on edge. The shadows and rough ground make the forest feel unpredictable, and being so deep in unfamiliar surroundings heightens their anxiety. When they finally decide to leave, much of the old estate is still left unexplored. The disturbing video comes from Love Sundays, a UK van life and adventure channel run by Sean, who usually films hidden beaches, stealth camping spots, and quiet woodland trails around Cornwall. On October 31st, 2021, he and his friends Ollie and Ben visited Tahiti Woods, a forest often called the most haunted in the region. What was meant to be a casual daytime scout quickly shifted into something far more unsettling as the wood's dark history and strange sights began to show themselves.
It's the main lake where people are apparently meant to have drowned, and these woods here are where people used to go to hang themselves, so what a cheery place.
Thanks, Ollie.
This is the Otter Bridge.
Did you read that off there? Did you read that off there? So the way we've got to think about this, boys, is that when it's dark later and we're all running around like girls and getting really scared, not that girls get scared, I'm not being sexist, but we'll be like, remember when it was daylight and there were people here with their kids and it was like, it's not scary at all.
Yeah.
Well, let's just remember that thought for later. Ooh, squirrel. What is it?
It's the thing from the ring that Samara called out.
It's not that deep, it's fine. So as we get into the thick of it, the sun's starting to go down. Oh, I'm snagged on something already. This looks like some sort of satanic ritual of, it's just compost, isn't it? It's like a compost.
The group heads into the woods while it's still daytime, trying to understand the paths before it gets dark. As they walk, they talk about the forest's dark reputation, including stories about an old asylum that once burned down nearby. Even with daylight, something about the place feels wrong. They soon come across odd setups, including a compost bin that at first looks like some kind of ritual display, adding a moment of unease under their joking mood.
Full disclosure, the thing I fear most is dolls, teddy bears, stuff like that.
Mannequins.
Mannequins. This next sort of 500 yards is my worst nightmare. And it's still light.
Ah.
There's a cage full of teddy bears.
Okay.
While Sean checks out a decorated part of the forest, he suddenly runs into something straight out of his worst nightmare. Dolls, mannequins, a pumpkin head, and framed photos all arranged in a disturbing way around the trees. The joking mood fades instantly, and the woods suddenly feel intentionally creepy.
Thick, dense woodland now, so this might be our famous last words. I think Ollie was right when he was saying that this is how these things normally start. You just, three guys just walking through the woods being like, yeah, this is fine, you know? And then all of a sudden it's like the last anyone saw us. Okay, it's starting to get proper dark now, guys.
Don't go in there at night.
You're telling the ghost story, Ollie.
There's not much of a story.
It's a ghost story. Stay around.
As they move deeper into the forest, the darkness grows heavy between the trees, and the isolation starts to feel overwhelming. They mention how easy it would be for someone to disappear out here at night. Not as a joke this time, but as a serious thought.
Ollie said it would be good to come in here tonight.
Yeah.
So thanks, mate.
Great idea.
So after we told each other ghost stories and wandered around aimlessly in the dark for a few hours, Ollie decided to put on his high vis so we could actually see each other. Are you high vis in it?
Sure.
No. Ben, why don't you feel like you're at work and put some high vis on? We then stumbled across a little shed. Ollie, there's a building over there. Can you go check it out, please? Okay, now we're Blair Witching it. With nothing in it. We found a house which looked haunted. Is it breaking and entering if we go into this house?
It's the ranger's office.
What? So we continued to wander around in the dark for what felt like another couple of hours. So we're thinking that we might need to stop walking and just sort of sit down somewhere.
What was that?
So after we started getting freaked out by every tree branch breaking behind us, we decided it's time to sit down and let the ghosts come to us.
They wander through the woods trading ghost stories, and every crack or rustle puts them on edge. Their flashlights don't reach far, leaving the shadows thick and making it hard to see anything close by.
With that light facing at you, you cannot. Like if somebody was coming for us with a knife or something.
They sit on a bench to listen, surrounded by complete darkness. No streetlights, no distant light, nothing. Sean mentions how exposed it makes them feel. Even though they keep joking around, the feeling that something might be watching them doesn't go away.
Because you live in areas with streetlights and things.
Yeah, there's lots of light pollution, there's none here, is there?
Yeah. It's pretty much just dark.
You can hear like things moving in that darkness that we can't see because of the light?
Well, there could be something like right behind those lights, though. As you can...
The group spends hours in Tahiti woods at night, surrounded by complete darkness and unsettling noises. Nothing clearly paranormal happens, but the forest's history, creepy decorations, and the heavy, silent atmosphere make the whole experience deeply unnerving. The unsettling footage comes from Airborne Pirates, a UK YouTube channel run by Matt that focuses on wild camping, bushcraft, and outdoor adventures. His videos mix basic tarp setups, campfire cooking, and quiet moments with the unpredictable, sometimes eerie feel of Britain's forests. The channel used to focus on ocean trips and paramotoring, but has shifted toward darker, moodier solo camps where silence and shadows add to the tension. On February 6th, 2022, Matt headed deep into a quiet woodland in the UK for a solo night under a tarp. And once the sun went down, the calm forest took on a strange, uneasy vibe that soon showed itself in creepy ways.
Right now, which means I'm highly probable to start talking and rambling on. But I just stood on one of my glow sticks earlier on, and it got me thinking. I was chuckling to myself. There was a time when a few more experienced guys than me talked me into drinking a glow stick. They said your piss would turn fluorescent. Anyway, I did, and it was the most minging thing I think I've ever tasted. It was like putting a 9-volt battery in a blender and drinking it. And 5 grown men standing around me as I went to piss in the dark. Anyway, nothing happened. One of them was mega surprised. It turns out I drank a non-toxic one, and he was like, "Oh mate, you should have drank a toxic one. That would have worked." Now, he's ex-forces, and I believe it's something they might have tried in Afghanistan, or he was taking the piss out of me, I'm not sure. But I was a younger man back then, more gullible. But anyway, don't drink glow sticks. It doesn't work. Oh, top tip, by the way. If you do have a glow stick, I get the Siloon ones from, I don't know, Amazon or any sort of army surplus store. And if you're like me, you like going paddleboarding at sunset or kayaking or mountaineering, whatever, and you find yourself in the pit, if you need to attract attention to yourself in the dark, have it to about 4 foot of paracord and just wave it around your head. You won't believe the light that thing shows off. Don't drink coffee this late or you start talking absolute bollocks. It's starting to get dark now. Wind's picking up. I feel quite protected in here, to be honest. I've not heard anything go peep yet. Nothing. All very quiet. There hasn't been a soul through here, but then I don't expect there to be.
As the evening gets darker, Matt settles into his camp. He talks about being featured as a UK creator on the rise, jokes about crashing his drone, and keeps drinking coffee. The forest stays quiet, but the mood gets heavier as the night sets in. By this point, he's bundled up for the cold and has all his gear arranged under the tarp.
You can pick up, it is dark, but a million crows flying around. That's pretty spooky, isn't it?
Out of nowhere, the quiet night explodes with noise. A huge flock of crows suddenly rushes out of the trees, their calls ringing through the dark. The sound gets louder and more chaotic, almost unreal, before everything slowly goes quiet again.
Spooky is this? Go on then, would you camp out here? Is this spooky enough? Snapped in a storm, I think. Decent drop off down there. Bear that one in mind if I need to take a leak in the night. There we go, boys. I'm sort of the other side of that. This is the other side. Don't know what an ear was ever used for.
Later on, Matt steps into the pitch-black woods with only his flashlight. The beam barely reveals the steep drops and fallen branches around him. The forest has gone quiet again, but the silence feels heavy and unsettling. Nothing actually appears, yet the uneasy feeling sticks with him. By morning, there are no more incidents, though Matt says he hardly slept. For Airborne Pirates, the night proves that the scariest parts aren't always what shows up. Sometimes it's the feeling in the air. Kenny of All Trades is a Minnesota-based YouTube channel that showcases immersive truck camping adventures and outdoor exploration. The creator films solo camping trips, cooking over campfires, and wandering through remote forests with his dog, Toby, blending first-person footage with calming nature scenes and a touch of off-grid suspense. On September 17, 2024, Kenny ventured into a secluded Minnesota forest for a one-night trip, and as the sun set and the campsite settled into silence, the peaceful stillness of the woods slowly began to feel a bit unsettling.
And some salt. I don't claim to be a chef, and I don't know a whole lot about cooking, but I do know that the soy sauce, it just does something to the cream, makes it taste better. Almost like cuts it down a little bit. I don't know. Soy sauce and cream go really well. Let's find a big old chunk of mushroom. That'll do. A little bit more flour, and that would make an excellent gravy. Time to add in the pork chops. That is going to taste good. About 35 minutes on the fire, it'll be all done. The only thing that's missing is about 5 cloves of garlic, and I left them at the grocery store. It wouldn't be right if I didn't forget something. In the meantime, we can get some dishes washed up. I think we'll get that guy moved out of the way. Get this put on for a couple minutes. Let's take a look. That looks really good. Without a doubt, the gravy with the crusty bread, it's so good. It's like 11 o'clock. Too late to eat, so I think I'm going to save the pork chops for later, but I'll definitely finish off this crusty bread. It is so good. That was a super easy one-pot meal. Pork is so affordable.
Kenny and his dog Toby reach their campsite, which has a fire pit and plenty of room to spend the night. Kenny heads into the nearby woods for a quick walk to pick some mushrooms for their dinner. After returning, he gets the campfire going and starts cooking, enjoying how calm and peaceful everything feels around them.
I got stuff going on all around me. I'm hearing crashes in the woods over here and crashes over there, and it's probably just something as simple as leaves falling, but in dead silence, everything sounds so much louder. I do got the flashlight out here though, just in case. As I was walking down the steps, my stomach started growling, and it sounded like a person talking for a second. I didn't realize it was my stomach. Oh, it scared the daylights out of me. I'm telling you what, there is just noises all over. Maybe we should go for a little walk. I'm pretty sure this is how most good ideas start, or horror movies. Check out all the acorns. That's got to be what I hear dropping. I think we'll just go down the road a little ways. I thought I just saw a flash. Man, all kinds of noises. That flash could have been...
Kenny walks a short way down a forest road with his flashlight, and the mix of shadows and quick flashes of light makes the night feel eerie. Every rustling leaf and every faint snap of a branch sounds louder than usual. Even the normal nighttime forest noises start to bother him, and being out there alone only heightens the tension.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm laying in bed, and it sounds like something is being thrown at the camper. Must be acorns dropping. It's like 3 a.m. I gotta go to bed. See what I'm talking about?
At around 3 a.m., Kenny hears something hitting the camper, almost like objects being tossed at it. The noise startles him, so he checks his motion sensors and trail cams, but nothing unusual shows up. It was probably just acorns falling, but the unexpected sounds still make the night feel tense, and the forest seem more mysterious than it actually is. By the time morning comes, he realizes there was no real threat. Even with that unsettling moment, the trip ends up being a good one. He enjoys the campfire, the time with Toby, and the peacefulness of being out in nature. The video is from Exploration Unknown, a channel run by John, who visits haunted, abandoned, and unusual places across the US. His videos mix mood, storytelling, and real reactions, often showing creepy details inside old houses, damaged buildings, and spots linked to scary stories. This one was filmed on September 12, 2016, in rural East Tennessee, inside an abandoned farmhouse that's badly damaged, vandalized, and even has signs of possible occult activity, including a pentagram painted on a wall.
Came across this little old country farmhouse, just sitting here off the side of the road. Don't know how treacherous it's going to be, but we're going to take a quick look at it and see. Oh boy, state-of-the-art satellite dish. That looks safe. Well, here is the front room of the house. And that's something you always want to see. People here probably do satanic rituals and stuff inside here. Take our time and walk back in here. This house is obviously pretty well vandalized, and it's been abandoned for a while. Still pretty neat seeing inside of it though. This house is very old. You can tell by a lot of the design. Oh, that's creepy. The ghost of Old Man Willow still looks out the window. The old wallpaper. Come here, Ethan. Shine your light on this wallpaper. Look at that. It's probably over 100 years old. It's crazy. I don't know what's up this, but I know Ethan's dropping his sunglasses in the floor. That didn't.
John and Ethan walk up to the property, noticing how old the farmhouse is, how the inside is falling apart, and the disturbing things left behind. Inside the first room, the wallpaper is peeling, and broken furniture is scattered everywhere. John points out different markings and symbols that suggest the place may have been used for rituals before, adding to the uneasy feeling as they go further in.
Heather? Oh. I don't know if you could hear that on the film, but it sounded just like somebody walking around this house. Kind of freaked me out a little.
As they continue exploring, John hears footsteps and the sound of something falling in another part of the house.
Looks like torture devices, if you ask me.
A little later, they find old wooden structures that look worryingly like they could have been used for torture. Seeing them changes the mood from curious to seriously uncomfortable.
Okay, this wall is an entrance to a staircase that goes upstairs. It has been sealed off. We don't know why. I'm not going to bust it out and try to go up there, especially when you see this next to where there's a sealed off opening to an upstairs. I don't want to wake up whatever this is protecting. So we're going to go outside and see if we can look up into the windows. We'll walk over here to the side. Oh, the lovely smell of cow. Look at that. Okay, you can actually see underneath this. You can see there's windows up top, but no way of actually getting into that upstairs. Interesting. Why would they seal off an abandoned house? to the
John goes back to the blocked-off staircase and looks closely at how it was sealed. He wonders why someone would completely close it up. Not being able to reach the upstairs makes the place feel even more mysterious. After checking the house and the farmland around it, John and Ethan leave with more questions than answers. The chilling footage comes from Exploring the Lost, a YouTube channel that focuses on urban exploration and paranormal investigations. The creators explore abandoned buildings, forgotten towns, and reportedly haunted locations, usually filming at night with ghost hunting gear to catch any strange activity. Their videos blend the history of each place with genuine first-person reactions, trying to reveal what still lingers, physically or spiritually. This particular video was filmed on October 1st, 2025 at Lake Lanier in Georgia, a lake built over the submerged town of Oscarville.
Right there, it's kind of hard to see, but there's something like right there on the water, and it looks like it's... It's definitely something weird because it's like, it looks like it's, well, it looks like it's, no, it looks like it's pulsating on my phone.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
See, it's done crossed over there.
The night starts off calm along the lakeshore as the team sets up their campsite, makes some food, and gets their paranormal gear ready. While they're talking about the lake's dark past and the story of the Lady of the Lake, a strange white mist suddenly drifts along the water's edge, glowing softly before fading away. The atmosphere shifts fast, going from laid back to tense in seconds.
Here, I think we both heard yo, or yeah, and then I asked if there was a name, and I could have swore I heard Lanier, like L-A-N-I-E-R, like the lake, but we're about to find out, so let's see what the little necro session will give to us. Are you still here with me? Here? Okay, I heard here. Can you tell me what your name is? Dave? Did she say?
I don't know what that was.
It sounded like somebody. I wonder. No, I was thinking if I should put my boom mic on it might pick up the noise from this, but the iPhone microphones are fairly good.
Yeah.
I wasn't even recording. So we just had some weird stuff happen. I heard what sounded like a pff come from behind her. Then it sounded like a tree knock come from like my right hand side. Are you here with us? I heard a little girl say no. Well, that made me like tear up a little bit. That's weird. Can you see us?
When they start using the Necrophonic app, voices come through loud and clear. Direct names, creepy lines, even something that sounds like Lanier. The team looks at each other, clearly rattled by how specific the responses are, and then they hear something moving in the darkness just outside their tent.
Are you here?
She say I am.
I heard I am. That's exactly what I heard. And it sounded like like an older Tommy voice too, like something from the 50s.
Well, I'm gonna go put my headphones on so I don't hear.
Okay. All right, Miss Della, if you are here, I'm sorry for what happened to you. They say there's folklore saying that you...
When they call out to Miss Della, they get a chilling reply. A faint but unmistakable woman's voice whispers, "I am." The timing is so exact that the whole group goes still, shocked by what they just heard.
Into the bathroom and the showers at like 1:30 in the morning after We just heard a massive loud bang towards the showers. I looked over at her and I said, yep, we're white. We're crazy. We're going right towards it. Oh well, here we go. If you never see me again, look at the showers at Lake Lanier. Turn that light back on. So this is probably where, if you don't hear from me again, it's because I ended up in the shower. Well, something happened in the shower. So, see you in a few. Wet and bad. You heard that?
Yeah.
So everybody, we just left the showers. Crazy thing, that shower had better water pressure than mine. Also, me and her are hearing a female singing.
Around 1:30 a.m., while walking toward the shower building after hearing a loud bang, the team suddenly catches the sound of a woman softly singing somewhere in the dark. The faint melody drifts through the campsite, instantly giving them chills and sending them hurrying back to their camp.
Okay, dude, if I would have closed my eyes, I would have fell asleep right there for a second. Nowhere though.
It's still recording.
I know. Who's draining my energy? Did you just say the dog's behind you?
It's something about a dog.
And there is a dog behind us at that tent. I'm hearing more stuff behind us than in front of us. It might be what they are, tricksters. Do you like playing tricks? Yes?
No.
Can you tell me who's behind us? Ray?
Ray?
Yeah.
When they return to the tent, one of the investigators is suddenly hit with extreme exhaustion, like all his energy has been drained at once. He almost nods off while sitting up and says the feeling is completely unlike anything he's experienced before.
No, I was expecting somebody to be right there. I heard a footstep.
Stop. What was that?
I don't know. You heard that there? I heard a footstep over here. Like, I really hope you caught that, because I heard a footstep over here. It freaked me out enough that I jumped back.
Well,
I was getting prepared to, like, punch somebody in the face.
A moment later, loud footsteps hit the gravel by the water. They turn fast and shine their lights, but no one is there. The steps sound heavy and way too close. What started as a normal night by the lake turns into a scary investigation at Lake Lanier, a place known for its sad history and the town buried under it. It almost feels like the people of Oscarville aren't gone, like something from the past is still there under the dark water. The creepy video is from Dave Explores, a YouTube channel where Dave explores abandoned places, remote cabins, and wild locations. His videos mix first-person exploring with tense, atmospheric footage from places people haven't visited in years. This one was filmed on November 11th, 2018, somewhere in the United States, in a remote, mountainous area where an old, falling-apart cabin sits completely alone.
I'm at a new place today, and it's nighttime, as you can see. This is a abandoned cabin, and I'm hearing something inside. So there's some kind of animal, and there's nothing around us, as you can see. Way out in the mountains. So let's have a look around. See what's in this cabin. Look at that. Okay, let's have a look in the cabin, see what there is. Look at this. As you can see, this is the side of the cabin and the roof. Not in the best of condition, although. And there's glass on the ground. Someone's been breaking bottles. As you can see, It's probably the front door right there. All that wall's already out.
Dave reaches the cabin after dark and immediately notices how quiet the mountains are. He hears strange sounds coming from inside, maybe an animal, so he walks around the cabin first. Broken windows, a damaged roof, scattered glass, boarded up spots, and signs of old fire damage all show one thing. This place has been abandoned for a long time.
Yeah, like watch when I turn off the lights. Look at that. It's real dark out today. I'm surprised the roof is still up. Look at that. As you can see, just about everything's out. Although, that's the flooring. That's the attic. This looks like it was probably a real big window that went from there all the way over, and it's now out. As well as the wall, it looks like it fell. And the attic's all getting messed up. And something else.
Dave films the broken floorboards, drooping attic beams, covered windows, makeshift cardboard insulation, and an old fridge that was left there. Everything he sees shows how unsafe and forgotten the cabin is. As he walks from one room to the next, the feeling gets heavier, and he becomes more aware of how exposed he is in the dark mountains.
Looks like a fire happened. Look at that. A lot of the front end of this cabin.
Dave notices the blackened wood at the front of the cabin, showing more of the fire damage he mentioned before. The burned exterior makes the place feel even more unsettling. Outside again, he thinks about the condition of the cabin and the strange sounds he heard earlier. Nothing supernatural happened, but the darkness, the isolation, and the wrecked interior make the whole visit genuinely creepy. The video comes from Vibe with Rico, a UK channel where Rico mixes casual vlogging with nighttime paranormal exploring. His videos usually feel relaxed, but that changes fast once he's inside dark forests or old ruins. In this one, he and his friends explore Thatchberry Mount, a thick woodland in the New Forest, Dorset, known for its asylum past, strange noises, and sightings of dark figures. On November 8th, 2025. They head out after dark to check the old mental hospital grounds, using flashlights, instinct, and a spirit detecting app to find their way.
Now approaching the grounds where the old asylum used to be. This is where the asylum used to be, well, the old mental hospital. So let's go see what we find. Over there you guys can see Southampton Dock. If there's any spirits here that wishes to communicate with us, we're here in peace, we're not here to harm you. Okay, so I have a spirit app in my phone that's meant to like catch dead people. So, bear with me a second, let me find it. Okay, so I have this app here on my phone. It's called Ghost Tube SLS if you want to find it or download it. If a spirit is present, you'll be able to see it up on the camera because it picks up heat waves and then it creates the image of what the person looks like. So last time someone was here, they found a man and he was going like this, trying to box. So let's see if we can find him. If that's you, come closer to my phone.
We're lying down.
Because look, it's not over there. Yeah, I think... Nothing's coming up on my phone, no green, right? And then watch, as I turn around here, look. Someone take... Look, he's moving, there he is.
As they walk further into the old asylum grounds, the group speaks quietly, remembering their last visit when something seemed to follow them through the trees. They move carefully, their flashlights cutting through the thick undergrowth and making long shadows that seem to move at the edge of their sight. Every snapped twig instantly grabs their attention.
Look, he's moving around. Look, now he's over there. He's running.
Come on. I've got a torch off for your head.
Let me see if I can change the colour of the...
I wonder what you do if I walk over.
There we go, look, that's better.
What if I go over to him and try and fight him? That's what.
Look, see the head and the arms? Could you guys keep moving the torch?
The Spirit app suddenly shows movement close by. They point their flashlights toward the trees, seeing dark shapes that seem to shift around. They try to follow it, but whatever the app is picking up moves fast from one place to another. The tension rises. They can't see anything clearly, but the app keeps indicating that something is there.
It sounded like... Whoa. No, it went that way. Put your torches up that way. That sounded evil. No, but that sounded evil.
Just go to the top.
Okay, I'm going to the top and that's it.
You have to climb up upstairs.
Why are we following it? Why would we... Did you all hear that noise?
Yeah.
What did it sound like? Well, I'm staying here, not going any further than this. Hello?
A low, deep growl echoes through the woods, instantly freezing the whole group. None of them knows what made the sound. It doesn't match any animal or person they're familiar with. The moment shifts things from just uneasy to truly disturbing.
It's an electric cable. Really, a noose.
It's a noose.
Who's going to come out and... Anyway. There's a suicide forest in Japan.
Hey, huh?
One more chance. Is there anything out there?
My iPhone storage is...
Or forever hold your peace.
Oh. I've had something. See that like we was in with all that noise?
We're being followed.
Hey?
I want a spirit. That was someone following us.
Footsteps crackle in the leaves nearby, and faint flashes of light appear deeper in the woods. The group quietly whispers to each other, unsure if someone is playing a trick on them or if something is actually moving around them. The group keeps seeing shifting shapes, hearing footsteps and a growl, and getting alerts from their Spirit app, leaving them unsure if someone was out there or if something else was in the woods with them. The video is from Depths of History, a YouTube channel that mixes treasure hunting with exploring old places and looking into history. The team uses metal detectors, research, and first-person walkthroughs to find lost items, learn forgotten stories, and sometimes run into signs that someone has been there recently. This clip was filmed on February 7th, 2020, in a rural area of the United States at an abandoned house from the 1850s, surrounded by thick woods, thorns, heavy overgrowth, old items, and some unsettling newer stuff.
Oh god, this looks really freaky. Something just moved inside. I'm kind of getting a weird feeling. Do you guys see anything in there?
Before anything creepy happens, the explorer moves slowly around the property, looking at bricks, jars, a piano frame, arrowheads, and an old black powder flask. The mix of real 19th century items and the collapsing building makes the place feel full of history, but also quietly unsettling.
Look at all these old bricks. There's an old mattress here. Why are there two old mattresses here? That's so strange to me.
Inside the house, a small movement catches the explorer's eye.
I'm starting to get a little worried in here. Not just because this is like a super old abandoned house, but just because, I mean, I don't know if I want to be in here that much longer anymore. But those are... I mean, look at that. You just don't see artwork like that anymore. That's characteristics of the 1800s for sure. Oh god, what was that?
Going deeper inside, he finds two mattresses and personal stuff spread around. It shows that someone might have been living there not long ago, which makes the situation feel riskier.
Oh, that just gave me chills. I just heard something in the attic. Oh my gosh.
While he's filming the old furniture and items, quiet sounds start echoing through the house. It begins to feel more and more like someone is watching him.
Oh god, this looks really freaky. Something just moved inside. I'm kind of getting a weird feeling. Do you guys see anything in there? I don't see.
A sudden noise from the attic scares him, hitting hard and fast. Since he can't see what caused it and doesn't want to risk going further, he quickly backs out of the house. Outside, he thinks about what he found. Old items from the 1850s mixed with signs that someone had been there not long ago. The strange movement and the attic sounds make it clear that he shouldn't return alone. The video ends with that tense feeling, and the mystery of the house stays unanswered. The scary video is from Franco TV, a US channel that explores abandoned spots, remote woods, and creepy places at night. This clip was filmed on November 22nd, 2025, in a secluded forested area near a train station in the United States.
I see something like in the middle of the road. I don't know if it's a tree. I'm nervous. Oh, I don't like how things open up here. At all. This thing's like running me out of the forest. What the f***? I just zoomed in a little bit more. Look at that. It's definitely following me. Every time I walk, it's getting closer and closer. Oh, what was that?
Franco walks deeper into the forest using night vision and reaches a clearing where he notices something sitting in the middle of the path, but it's too far away to make out. The open space feels unsettling, and he starts to feel more uneasy. Now and then, reflective eyes appear in the darkness, making it seem like something is following him from the trees.
There is no light. I am looking with my own eyes. I see nothing. Just the night vision's picking it up. And I think it's reflecting off my IR light. This is my flashlight. It knows I see it and does not give. I'm gonna zoom in. I am legitimately, I can't even talk right now, but I am legitimately kind of freaked out right now because that is freaking creepy. Again, I'm sorry if I'm super zoomed in on my face. This camera, I'm not using my other camera. I almost dropped it and I almost broke my screen. If I break that screen from my GoPro night vision.
He steadies the night vision camera and follows the faint reflective movement in front of him. Something is clearly there, but he still can't make out what it is. Trying to handle several devices at once slows him down, so he decides to move toward the main gate while continuing to record.
On my thermal imaging camera. Stand by. Alright, right now I have my regular camera. As you can see, I don't see anything with this camera, but I am gonna use my thermal camera. Look, I can pick it up. I'm actually picking up a thermal signature. Oh. Here, let me zoom in. See it? That's on thermal cam. There is something hiding into the forest. I'm sorry. I'm here around me. Where are you? right there. You see it? It's a bit further up there.
He picks up 2 heat signatures, partly hidden among the trees. They don't step out, but the surrounding noise, cracking twigs, movement, light footsteps, makes it seem like more than one figure is keeping an eye on him from the darkness.
But for some reason the night vision's picking it up. Alright, so I am pretty sure that there is something following me behind me. I'm not technically seeing it in front of me or like hiding behind the trees, but no matter how far I keep walking forward, I look with the night vision camera and I can see 2 eyes just kind of staring at me from the forest, but they're up high. They're not like coming from the... They're not like lower to the ground like a normal animal. That I had this on the brightest setting. And I'm not picking anything up. I can't see it with the light. I only see it with the night vision, like it's reflecting the IR light. What's creepy about this one is that this one seems like it's generally following me. I just want to see if I can see anything moving towards the road. I'm not seeing.
A little farther down the trail, Franco spots a pair of glowing eyes high up in the trees, visible only through the night vision camera. They follow his movements without coming closer or fading away.
And the moment I come out here, as soon as they pass the gate, I start hearing like a moan. It was like a male moan. Watch it be like right there next to me. You hear it? That's what I heard. What is that? Holy. Hello? That sounds like a female laughing. Oh, there's absolutely no light. Look, I'll turn off my IR. That's how dark it is. Oh. It's literally right in front of the gate somewhere. I don't even want to go back in there. I do not want to go back in there. That is horrifying. I think the scariest thing is that, one, I would see this thing or hear this thing moving through the forest. I am not hearing any movement anymore. I know what I did when I first got here. But these eyes, or whatever the hell I saw, was following me as I was leaving. Now I'm... What is that? It's like moving silently. this is with color.
At the main gate, the sounds grow more distinct. Deep moans, far-off shouting, and a woman's laugh. He remains at the edge of the woods, but the feeling of eyes on him doesn't go away. Every twig breaking feels uncomfortably close.
I've been waiting here for like about 30 or 40 minutes. I'm not hearing the screams anymore, or whatever the hell I heard. If there's anybody here with me that's willing to talk, can you tell me what your name is, what you're doing in this forest? Torment. I got torment. Are you trying to torment people? Like myself? Is that what you want to do?
Infernal.
Infernal. Can you... What was that? Can you show me yourself?
The devil was here.
The devil was here. I heard. I know that they've been...
I'll find you in your dreams.
I think I've already been found in my dreams. I seen you looking.
I like your equipment.
You like my equipment. Thank you. See, this is where it gets weird again. It's starting to sound very direct.
Trip.
Can you show me yourself?
Gruesome.
There was a lot of gruesome things that happened here. But I want to see you. Can you show me yourself? Show me your eyes. Come out. I know you see me. I am trying everything to make this thing happen again. Can you scream? Can you laugh? Please? I'm not going back inside. Yeah, when it gets quiet, I feel like something's gonna happen.
Renewal.
What do you want me to renew? My pants?
Wonder.
Come on. Come on out. Now's the time. Yeah, I think I want to head out of this.
Stay.
No, I'm definitely not staying. I feel like it's getting closer.
Anderson.
And it's kind of scary. And I'm not really talking about the obvious. Obvious doesn't scare me. It's just what I seen
Oneness.
was physical. And I especially seen it on the thermal imaging camera. And I saw two, what looked like two entities, just kind of like hiding in the forest. I already did a scan.
Franco switches on the Ovilus, and it gives the words torment and infernal. The whole atmosphere changes instantly, with movement still shifting around him from different sides. That's when he decides it's time to get out of there.
Kind of panicked. Just coming through here. I can't believe what just happened. Yep. I keep looking down this way because I heard noises coming from this side. She's saying we're gathering. Again, I'm a bit of a skeptic when it comes to the Ovilus, so I don't really put too much. Like, I don't pay attention to it too much, but I kind of let it speak, let it do its thing, because sometimes it gives me stuff. Again, this is like a little... I don't know what this is, to be honest. I want to make my way back towards the train station, but I swear to God, these forests are so freaking creepy. This is how it looks like with no light. Oh, that one doesn't work. This one. There we go. See how dark it is? That's the road. You literally don't see nothing. Alright, I'm gonna go back towards the train station. Alright, so I crossed over the railroad track from the back just to avoid the dogs, because there's like 4 or 5 dogs, and I have to get to the other side of this train station area so I can take the train back home to where I live, somewhere closer to where I'm at my house, and I made it to the. I just heard a loud noise. I don't know what that was. It sounded like. And I've made it towards this big water tower here. This one looks like a lot more well conditioned. Than the other area. It is a bit of a creepy kind of walk through though. It's creepy though because I heard a loud bang. You hear it? I heard a loud bang and now I'm hearing dogs moaning and crying. Still making sure too I'm not getting followed by whatever the hell that I just seen in the forest. Alright, this is Parera. Getting closer. Talk about being sketchy, holy shit. This is it right here. I gotta cross through the railroad tracks and they should pick me up on this side right here. Yo, this place is so freaking creepy. And I made it.
On his way back to the station, he walks past barking dogs and steps over the railway tracks. Behind him, sharp bangs and low moans continue until the distance finally swallows the noise. Even as he gets farther away, the forest remains unsettlingly loud. Franco finishes the night shaken, not by a single incident, but by hours of glowing eyes, thermal hits, strange voices, and the constant feeling of being shadowed. His night vision and thermal gear captured things he never got a clear look at, leaving the investigation open-ended and filled with lingering questions about what had been watching him from the woods. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.